What's going on, guys? Kiger here. I did a vote on my Discord server, and it was between, do you guys want to see game mode guides this week, or do you want to see power upgrade system guides this week? And overwhelmingly, the power system guides won, and I'm going to start today with fate cards. Fate cards are one that everyone, once they read it, unlock it and read it, think they know exactly how it works. I guarantee 90% of you will learn at least one new thing in this video. Now, when you unlock this, you're immediately going to think that the red is automatically better. And with all things equal, that is true. The issue being getting the red ones is almost entirely tied specifically with spending money. Now, there's two main issues that are going to become apparent as we walk through these, why red doesn't necessarily be better than yellow. Now, for all four types, we have the weapon, armor, I don't know what you call the little relics, and inscriptions. So the four slots, and each of them have their own type of cards, as we see right here. All of them have two main things they look at. You'll see special effect over there on the right. Activation rewards, that's just for unlocking at least one copy of it, and it's just always permanent stat. Base attributes are the stats they're going to have just by themselves. And special attributes, you'll notice this one right here, break with 12 and question mark. That question mark can be literally anything. And that is what I'm going to focus on as one of the main things for this. As we'll see, the truth key right here is break, and the staff of order is crit. That's going to be pretty common across the board. If we look at the purple, we have break and crit as well, but a bigger number. Then once we go to yellow, we end up with a third stat, and it'll still be break or crit, with both still having a question mark, but break is going to have pierce rate, while crit is going to have damage increase. And this is where you're going to decide where you want to go with your build. If you check the cheat sheets, they're going to focus on specific stats you should be looking for. Most of them are going to say damage increase is always a stat to go for. But if you don't need the crit, then you should be looking towards the break, which will give you pierce rate, as well as that third stat could be another pierce rate, for example, or even a damage increase. To show you an example, if we come down here, right here is a great example. Crit, damage increase, damage decrease is a great one if you're going for crit, but it could equally be crit, damage increase, crit, which is still good because you still want the crit, but it's nowhere near as good because you have these stats down here that can roll crit but cannot roll damage increase. So you want these percentage stats because you can only get them in the top 2 or 3 stats. Then we have the enhancing. This is pretty straightforward. Pretty much everyone understands this. Every 3 levels you go up, and then you have a blessing right here. And as you fail, the blessing goes up, and then once it goes all the way, then you're guaranteed to automatically jump to the next 3. So if you're stuck on 12, for example, once you fill this up, it'll jump to 15. Then we have the refreshing, dismantling, and then talking again about the stats we're looking for. So the refreshing is one of the main things that's an issue here for the red cards. So if we take a look, this one, for example, has a bunch of stats, but if I want to roll them to increase the numerical value or get different ones, it's going to require fate compasses right here, red ones, which are only available during special events or by getting rid of a different red fate card. And remember, these are only gainable from very specific events or flat out spending money. Whereas if we look at a yellow one, it needs a purple compass, which we can get from getting rid of purple or yellow fate cards, as well as they're always available in the shop for guild currency, any of those freemium currencies. You can get these. Now if we hit refresh, then I can pick left or right, but the base numbers have gone up a bit. Once you go over a little over halfway, some can drop, some can go up, but over time, if I keep hitting refresh, the numbers will steadily go up over time, and then you can choose between keeping the left side, which is now should be bigger number than before, or the right side, which could be better stats that you're looking for, or additional stats. You'll see right now I have 5 stats on the left and 4 stats on the right. So these are where a lot of these decisions come down to. This could be a good choice to go from 5 stats to 4 stats if those 4 stats are perfect stats for you and a high number of that stat. Doubling back to the stats we were talking about before, if we just take a look, the cards themselves have these numbers right here, as we said, crit, damage increase, and then a random number. That third number cannot be changed. All the ones on the bottom right there can be. So like this one right here, pierce rate, protection rate, break, this is a great card. But over here, crit, damage increase, crit is fine, but definitely not as good as crit, damage increase, pierce rate, for example. So, but these numbers cannot be changed. So this is where the ones that you dismantle come in. Now, a lot of people are going to automatically dismantle cards the moment they get them. The blues, the purples, or even the yellows they don't get. Now, what I'm going to show you is something that I showed during the inscription and orders, but I think it's important to show it here as well. I did this blue one as a test to see the exact numbers, but we'll do this purple one right here just to show you. Remove. If I click dismantle, it'll go for 400 of the fate stars, right? But if I enhance it, go down here, look at the cost, 60, 120, 180. So that's 360 in total. If I go to dismantle, you will see I get about 200 more than what I put in, plus what its initial value was, as well as getting the gold that I put back in back. So a little tedious, but you should be bringing them all to +3. With going from 0 to +3 has a 0% chance of failure, as well as a low cost, and the amount you get back is more than what you put in. Let me know if that helped you all out, and until next time, guys.